Hi guys, here I am again. We're gonna do a little bit together the creasing, so you can see the difference between the little foot, which is not done yet. I've just started the first layer here, but you're gonna see as I go. I've got a nice little liner, which well, that was a little brush, and I cut as much as I could to have a lovely liner to go in the creases. It's much easier. Even for the veining, it's much easier to use the right tools you need, because all these little brushes I've got, they're not really good. So there is my paint. I'll mix it nicely, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let evaporate it a little bit so it can take better, because when you use it in the paint like this, it seems to be not holding on the vinyl. They also gave me a trick that if you heat the vinyl a little bit with a hand dryer or with a heat set gun, you can heat it a bit and then do the lining of the creases, and apparently that takes better. So I haven't tried it yet because I don't want to damage the doll, but let's just start do the lining. I'll show you how to do that. So I'm taking a little bit of paint from here, it's tilted, and then I'll go along nicely. And then I'll let it evaporate a little bit. I've already done one kit, so this is the second one. As you know, they are twins, so it takes a little bit longer because it's double work. So you see, I go nice along there, and I take my time. I'm not in a rush. I'll do it slowly, and I'll put the radio on to have a bit music, but then now and then the YouTube say me that if there is a popular song on the radio, I have to take it off and put other music. So this is very inconvenient. So because then I'm not very good in all these new techniques on the YouTube, so I'm taking it very simple, and I don't know how to make these. I mean, I'm 70 years old, I don't know how to do all these new things that they got to make a beautiful video. So I'm enjoying what I'm doing now and leave it as simple as possible. So okay guys, when you've done that, then you take your other brush, and with that brush you're only going to blend it in. So it's very important to blend it in and to take your time, to not rush it, and never wipe like this. I can see some girls, they wipe, but they ask not to wipe, to just blend it like that, and then you got a very nice result. It just takes some patience. Yeah, you see now, I think I'm gonna have to put the radio off because there is again a song. So I don't know. Let me put that radio softer that you can't hear the music. Hang on a minute. I don't want to. No. So let me just put it soft like that. Then you can't hear it. You can hear a little bit. Because I don't know how to redo that video if they complain. So and then now and then also I take a brush and go over it like that and blend it nicely that I haven't got no lines or anything that left behind. So here I've done it. You can see I've done it I think twice. As I go, as I'm working and it dries, I go over and over it again. But it's very important to take your time and to not rush it, and you enjoy it. I'm enjoying it very much. I am so happy that I have this hobby. It actually saved my entertainment at home. Because when you get older, well, I do a lot of knitting and I'm always busy. But sometimes you feel a little bit like one day you got a good day and the next day you got like, you feel a bit lonely or whatever. But this and my dog is keeping me going. So today I was so exciting. I'm waiting for they're coming to deliver the big playpen that I bought for the dogs. So and I'm busy. I was waiting the whole day, but maybe they're coming tomorrow because we saw on the truck number that it's already in Durban. And you see, guys, there's so many little different creases here. So you see now this is getting dry, and you can see when I put it on, it actually shows. But this little liner is very nice. You can work nice if you got good tools. I also learned this from a lady. There's so many nice ladies that giving you tips and tricks when you reborn dolls, when you paint. I mean, I've never painted before, like I said. I went to art school and I did some drawing, chalk drawing I went to Brussels to the Académie des Beaux-Arts, and I did 2 years with my husband, and then he finished the 2 years and I was just gonna go to the second year, and then we couldn't do it because we came to South Africa. So he was a commercial artist, and I got my diploma for 1 year, but not finished for commercial artist because I only went a short time. So I don't know what happened with this little foot. I put it's the Jake kit, and I put it in the oven. I don't know, I can't remember the way it laid, but I made sure it was not touching anything. Maybe it was laying. See, guys, how nice it looks like when you do it this way. This is the first layer. You can see it already. Should I come closer? Can you just focus? Yeah, but you see how many different little creases. I've never had a kit like that with so many creases. And yesterday I thought to myself, oh no, I'm stopping it now. I am so tired. And also, if I can give you a good advice, never work in the evening. The daylight is the best, but I was changing the subject now. I was talking about, yeah, I put this kit in my convection oven, and I don't know, for some reason it must have, I laid it flat like this. Maybe I laid it this way, I don't know, but the foot is not the same as the other one. I'll show you the other one. This is how it's supposed to be. It has to turn a little bit, and look what happened to this one. It completely gone crooked. Can you see it? This foot is flat, and this one is completely crooked. So what I'm going to do is, when I fill it, I can fill it up and make this part go flat again, because this part had like a twist. I don't know whether it was like that, because these kits were also on special. So I don't know whether it was like that, and for the reason why it was on special. But I never saw that before. I just noticed it now, and I thought to myself, it can't happen in the oven because there was nothing laying on the top of it. And I never realized that when I was doing the veining, it wasn't like that. It must have happened in the oven, but I don't know why. So let's just forget about it, and we can fix it when we fill it with this kind of thing. When I fill it with this, no, actually when I fill it with the beads, maybe it will shape it. I'm sure of it. So yeah, you can see now, look at these little creases in the back here. The dogs were out for the whole day. I just brought them upstairs now, and I'm so pleased that I can be in the garden. So they got a little bit of an entertainment, and now that they're gonna have that big playpen, they're gonna enjoy being in the garden. And then also sometimes I can paint. There's a table in the garden, and I thought, oh well, it's nice to sit sometimes outside, so I can paint. I mean, I wouldn't do the other painting, but like the little creases, I can easily do that downstairs. Don't have to worry about it. But yeah, guys, never paint in the evening, because you can't see very good the color, and then you might just sometimes maybe over blush it or overdo it. So that's a good advice. I've got the light, the special light, but still I don't like it. I prefer. And also another thing, when you paint and you do what was that? Oh, that's a bird against the window. Shame. Sometimes a bird flies against the window. It was that big noise that I heard. So what was I saying now? Can't remember now. I mustn't be too long with my phone, because I have to wait for the telephone to ring and for the delivery, and if I do a video it's gonna take some little bit of my time. So yeah guys, this is the creasing. It can be very, very pleasant to do this. I like to do it, but if there's so many creases, sometimes I don't like to do the creasing. I get impatient because sometimes it doesn't take from the first time. But I think if you make your paint a little bit thicker and you put a little bit thinning medium, I think the secret from warming the vinyl and then painting it on is better than making the paint stronger. So hopefully I'm gonna have finished this next week. Then tomorrow I'll do the blushing. And then, see, now I'm gonna turn this again. I mix it like that. And then I put my little thing like this in an angle. And then I take from there. This is a mixture between the crimson and a little bit of blue. I think it was ultramarine blue with the crimson. And you see my veining is not too pronunciated, it's very, very soft. Before watching the layers I did, I thought, oh, I made these veins too strong. But then after all these layers you did, it's not too blue, and it's very, very nice. I did also the mixture already for the blushing. Look guys, can you see? So this is gonna take 3 layers. I'm gonna start here, and I think I'm gonna switch this video off because it's 18 minutes and I have to load up my cell phone. Thank you girls, I hope you enjoyed this, and that you also learn some things like I learn every day from the other girls. And have a nice evening, and thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.